Huzur said 4 things are from the characteristics and akhlaq of all messengers. Number 1, al-haya'u. Number 2, wat-ta'atturu. Number 3, was-siwaku. And number 4, wan-nikah. Haya, sharam, modesty. Sabki sunnat hai. All prophets had haya and sharam and modesty. We as Muslims should learn from the sunnats of all the prophets that since they all had haya, we should also have haya and modesty within us. Today, the society is teaching us shamelessness, immodesty, besharmi, behayai, meaning Allah knows what level this society has stooped to. May Allah protect us from shamelessness. Have some haya, yaar. Have some sharam. अब तो ऐसा जमाना आ गया कि शर्म भी शर्म करती है, शर्म को भी शर्म आ रही है. तो haya, sharam is a sunnah of all prophets. Our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Abu Sa'id Khudri radiyallahu anhu says, "Kana Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam ashadda haya'an min al-'adhra'i fi khidriha." Imagine a virgin girl, young girl who stayed behind the curtains throughout her life. Now, in those days, they had no TV, no mobile, no social media, no outside connection. And she's not been to a school as well. She was educated in the home by her mother, by her aunties. And she always remained behind the curtain. Even when some strange women used to come in the house, the girls would be sent behind the curtain. The stranger would meet the ladies of the household and go. So she's not seen even the outside ladies either. Imagine how much haya and sharam she will have. Sahabi says Huzur had more haya sharam than that girl. When he would dislike something, he would turn red, he would blush, and we would realize he didn't like this. So haya, sharam, modesty is a great character feature. We should all have that. Young, old, men, women, we should have haya and sharam in us. In fact, one hadith said, Al-haya'u shu'batun min al-iman. Haya is a huge branch of faith and iman. In one hadith, he said, Al-haya'u min al-iman. Haya is part of iman, which means the more haya you have, the more iman you will have. The less haya you have, the less iman you will have. In one hadith, Al-haya'u wal-imanu qurina jami'an. فَإِذَا رُفِيَ أَحَدُهُمَا ارْتَفَعَ الْآخَرُ. Haya and iman are both tied together. If one goes, the other will follow. If haya goes, iman will follow. If iman goes, then haya will follow. The person will become bihaya. So if you have iman, you should have haya. If you have haya, that's a sign that you have iman. So al-haya is important, necessary. Finally, one hadith said, إِذَا لَمْ تَسْتَحْيِ فَاصْنَعْ مَا شِئْتَ. What we have received from the words of the first prophethood and first generation, Musa and Jesus and Isa alayhimus salam and other prophets, they all used to say to their people, if you have no shame, then you will do whatever you want. Because a shameless person doesn't care about anyone. This is why you need haya and sharam and modesty in you to keep you under control. Number 1. Number 2, at-ta'attur. खुशबू लगाना. ये खुशबू है, परफ्यूम है, दुल्हा मियां को हम लगा रहे हैं. माशाल्लाह. पता नहीं आपको पसंद आएगी कि नहीं आएगी. अब ये खुशबूदार हो गई. अच्छा, ये मेरी फेवरेट खुशबू है, मैं किसी और को नहीं लगाता, आपको लगाता हूँ. खुशबू लगाओ. वत-ta'attur है, खुशबू लगाओ, परफ्यूम. वो इतर भी लगाते हैं, लेकिन ये भी लगा सकते हैं, इसलिए कि इसमें अल्कोहल जो होता है वो आर्टिफिशियल होता है. वो पब में जाके पीते हैं, वो थोड़ी है इसमें. ये तो पाउडर है, इसमें सिंथेटिक है. So you can use this alcohol-based perfume as well, no problem. So जरा खुशबूदार रहना चाहिए, hygienic, clean, nice, neat. Brush करो, okay. Especially when you go to your wife, your mouth should be clean. She should always stink bomb आ रहा है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. जरा खुशबूदार. और ये सुन्नत है. You know, Hazrat Aisha was asked that when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam would enter the house, what was the first thing he would do? And she said, first thing he would do miswak. As soon as he entered the house, he would do miswak. Because he's outside, sitting in the majlis, long hours, sometimes silent, sometimes drinking something here and there. So when he comes to house, he goes to approach the wife. First thing he'll do is wash his mouth, miswak, and then he'll go to the wife. It's sunnah. So was al-haya'u wa ta'atturu. And the third thing is miswak, we just talked about. The third sunnah of all the prophets after perfume, he said, was siwaku, miswak. So miswak, you can keep that toothpick as well, or toothbrush as well. Toothbrush is also miswak, and toothpaste is very good. When you have toothpaste, तो उससे मुंह में खुशबू आ जाती है थोड़ी, तो खुशबू मिंट वाली खुशबू आ जाए, लगाओ। टूथपेस्ट का कोई जरूरत नहीं, लेकिन किसी मजलिस में जाना है तो जरा टूथब्रश करके जाओ, मुंह अच्छी तरह खुशबू वाला करके जाओ, ताकि किसी को आपकी तरफ से तकलीफ ना हो, कोई बदबू ना हो। तो इसलिए मिसवाक करना ये भी हुजूर की सुन्नत, सब नबियों की सुन्नत। सब नबी मिसवाक करते थे। हुजूर सुबह में उठते थे तो फर्स्ट थिंग ही वुड डू वाज मिसवाक। In fact, Hazrat Aisha says, I used to, they didn't have pipeline in their homes. They used to prepare water from night. So she said, I would put 2 bowls of water ready for Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when he gets up for tahajjud. One bowl would be just for miswak and the other bowl would be for wuzu. Meaning he would use so much water for miswak that he would need one bowl just for miswak. He would do miswak, gargle them out, again gargle them out, and he would rub on his tongue and get rid of all the bacteria from the tongue, and then the teeth, and then mouth is clean, and then he would do the rest of the wuzu, and then he would stand up for tahajjud. The hadith says when a person does miswak properly, cleans his mouth thoroughly, and then he gets up for tahajjud, an angel comes and kisses him on his mouth and he says, now read Quran Sharif. So miswak is very important. सुबह सवेरे फजर में भी आए तो मिसवाक करके आए, ब्रुश करके आए, कम से कम उंगली से अपनी दांत को, अपनी जबान को और रगड़ के अच्छी तरह सारा गंद वगैरह साफ करके फिर मस्जिद में आए। तो ये तीसरी सुन्नत हुई। और चौथी सुन्नत फरमाया निकाह। हुजूर ने फरमाया निकाह भी सब नबियों की सुन्नत। चारों सुन्नत याद हो गई सब नबियों की, अल हयाउ व तअत्तुरु व सिवाकु व निकाहु। अमल करेंगे इंशाल्लाह इसके ऊपर।